Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Ready from Rady's Rides. I'm at this undisclosed location because guess what? We have this 2019 Lexus LC 500 beaming in that infrared color. Really special color for a special car. But let's talk about Lexus and its history. Lexus is that premium brand of Toyota, been around since 1991 and has been really coming through with some amazing technology, design, and especially reliability, which they're really known for. This LC 500 first hit the streets just last year, 2018. What's amazing about it, it's pretty much a rolling piece of artwork. It is like their concept car. They just put a tag on it and sent it out to be sold at a dealership. Lexus has been known for that LFA car, that Halo car, V10. What's amazing is, even though this doesn't have a V10, even though it's not an LFA, it has some of those elements, but in a beautiful wrapped shell with an interior that's gonna blow your mind. So let's go ahead and dive into this Lexus LC 500. Off the bat, the color, the shape, the design. I love this triple beam LED headlight design, really sharp, especially the way that the front fascia goes into the fender area. They did a really great job with the silver and taking it down into the lower portion, LED lights and functional air curtains. So that's a great thing. Everything else is just nice and smooth, that beautiful infrared color. As we come across the front, you have that brand designation of Lexus, that spindle design, waterfall spindle design. It fits the car to a T. This car should not be called the LC 500, it should be called the neck breaker, because when you're driving it down the road, you're just snapping necks left and right. I really love the way that they went a little bit of shiny chrome and then this brushed aluminum finish to the lower front fascia really gives it a nice, like a lip spoiler splitter design to scoop air into that radiator, but also just very, very classy. But from one side to the other, really just low and wide, going up onto this aircraft carrier size hood. As it slopes down, the beautiful body lines as they come from the front fascia up onto the hood, it's the touches. Look at how the line here matches here and goes all the way back. Really, the dimensions of this car are mind-blowing and nothing else compares to this. Is this a pure sports car? No, it's really like a gentleman's GT car. Absolutely spot on. Now, as we come into that fender, you can see here's front fascia, here's the actual fender. Dropping down, these are the optional wheels. Brushed aluminum with the black accents, a 21-inch wheel. I love the design, really works perfect with this car. Massive calipers, black with the Lexus logo. I love the Lexus branding that they have. And then it even has two-piece rotors. A two-piece rotor is going to help dissipate heat and energy, and that's going to be really good. Even though this isn't a track day car, still nice to have some performance, especially under the hood, and braking performance. Now, as we continue down the fender, look at how the design, it's almost like those daytime running lights up front are brought into the shape. It's almost like that Lexus design in the fender up onto the roof. Now, this one has the performance package. So what that means is you're gonna get some extra goodies. One of them is this carbon fiber roof. Normally you get a glass roof on the LC 500, full carbon fiber. I like the chrome accents. It matches very well with the front fascia. You can see the gloss black, very slim and trim LED turn signals built into the mirrors, and very subtle and low, just black gloss trim. Now, as we drop down, you can see the flaring of the lower sill as it comes into this rear functional vent. It almost has like a Coke bottle shape to it. It's probably one of the sexiest designs that I've seen in a long time. Coming into the rear quarter window, it has a floating roof design. See how they blacked the rest of the bodywork out? Here's where the quarter window ends, that floating design. I love the way, look at the way that chrome trim just flares off. Massive rear fenders, and this really speaks LFA to me, this rear fender area. Going back to the wheels, you get back to the rear here, even at the rear, you're still gonna get a massive caliper, you're still gonna get a massive rotor as well with these Bridgestone tires, just 21-inch all the way around, nicely set up. This car is rear-wheel drive, naturally aspirated V8, rear-wheel drive. Coming out to the rear, here's another piece of that performance package. You see this separate area here? This is actually going to be a lift-up spoiler that's going to come up at speed. It raises and lowers. That's part of that package. And then taillight design, you would think that the front end couldn't get any better. They knocked it out of the park. This is really like a custom concept car showpiece. You have full LED lighting. These are obviously your taillights, turn signals. I love that waterfall design. We come across the rear. You could see the little bit of a concave finish. You got your rear camera, obviously LC 500 badge. I'm not really loving the stick-on emblem too much. I wish that was like sunken in. Leave the chrome emblem, but just sink it into the rear fascia. So that I am gonna zonk this. But the rear diffuser is amazing. Exhaust, I wish they would have done something a little different. I'm gonna zonk it because this is just a decorative trim piece. There's actually quad exhaust in each of those openings. They could have done something with that quad exhaust and brought it and really finished it off well. But I'm telling you, the sound of this LC 500, it's like an angel getting its wings. But why don't we go ahead, pop that hood and see that naturally aspirated engine. All right, guys, we got that massive hood open. There she is, that Lexus 5-liter naturally aspirated V8. So what you're looking at is 471 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. It's all mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Is this the fastest car on the streets? No, that's not what the intention or the purpose is. 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, quarter mile in 13 flat, top speed right around 170 miles an hour. She does weigh a bit. She is 4,378 pounds. That's with the carbon fiber roof. MPGs, 16 in the city, 26 on the highway. And I'm very happy to say that this one is optioned not only with an LSD. No, we're not talking about the 1960s. We're talking about a limited slip differential, but we're also talking about it's got rear wheel steering as well. So that's going to help you get through the twisty bits, even though this really isn't a corner carver. It's still going to get the business done, even in a nice GT format. But why don't we go ahead, fire up this V8 and see what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside the 2019 Lexus LC 500. Like I said, this one has some options. MSRP on this particular one is $105,000. Now, entry MSRP, the base LC 500 is $92,000. One of the pricier options is that performance package. It's around $5,000. You're getting the carbon fiber roof, you're getting that rear spoiler that pops up, you're getting the 8-way adjustable electric sport seats, and you're also getting a full Alcantara setup, headliner and everything, to the door panels. What I love about this car, it's elegance and performance all wrapped into one. Probably one of the most sexy door panels. I'm really digging the Alcantara, the stitch work, the brushed aluminum, the handle, everything is spot on, just done right, and you could tell the love that was put into this car. Now, as you come into the dash, very, very far forward, there's actually a lot of room in here. The leather is so soft and just wonderful everywhere. You got that great infotainment screen with navigation, of course, easy to see. You have your Lexus clock. I love the design over to the right of it as well. Even the glove box wrapped in leather, and look, you don't have to push here. You could actually just push there and she drops down. Very nicely done by Lexus. You got your AC vents. Everything has such a nice feel to it. Start stop button, that brushed aluminum, dual climate control, obviously. You've adjusted here and it shows up on the screen. This one also has the optional Mark Levinson sound system, which I'm telling you sounds amazing. Leather everywhere. This isn't plastic, guys, this is leather. Open that guy, you got a single cup holder. You're not bringing drinks into my LC 500. You're not spilling it on me. Even the shift knob has the stitch work, the leather. This is going to be controlling that 10-speed automatic transmission, nice brushed aluminum, and then you could really see the controls. Even this volume knob, the way that it feels when you're rotating it, I'm telling you, you feel the upscaleness of this car. Even the switch work for your volume, your tune, everything like that with your radio. Now this is where it gets a little wonky. You have that Lexus touchpad, which is a little cumbersome to use when you drive, and it is the only way, I'm gonna zonk it, it's the only way to actually adjust the ventilated seats. So you can get your AC controls here or here, but to do actual ventilated seats, you gotta do it by this actual touchpad. So to me, that is a zonk. You have a nice leather palm pad for your hand, stitch work everywhere. Watch this, you press this, slides open. You could put your phone in here, you could put a little bag of pretzels, and then if you go one step further, then it opens up this way. You have 2 USBs, you have an aux jack and a 12 volt. Close it up, very nicely done, and then the beautiful seats. Alcantara spilled everywhere. The leather, at first I wasn't loving the tan, but I'm loving it. And then down there in the sill, that carbon fiber is absolutely breathtaking every time you get in and out of this vehicle. Frameless, auto dimming mirror, of course, the Alcantara material up top. Remember the fun fact, Alcantara is not the name of the material, it's the name of the company that makes the material. Other thing I want to point out, you get a nice grab handle, your passenger does, because I'm telling you, this thing, even though 0 to 60 on paper, 4.5 seconds may not seem fast, it'll get you up and going. But why don't you come on over to the business end, I'll show you behind the wheel of this LC 500. All right, guys, before I let you in on the business end, I wanted to show you on the side, look at how nice the handle for the door is, nice and flush. When you unlock the doors, it pops out and it allows you to open up and come on in. What are you welcome to? You have the same great material as on the passenger on the driver's side, 3 memory settings, carbon fiber galore. The seats, they got the bolstering right to be comfortable, but also be supportive. Steering wheel, leather everywhere, even on the horn button with the stitch work. I love the controls. My zonk is this. Why did they have this piece of plastic here? This should be carbon fiber or just open, to be honest with you. Massive metal. These are not plastic paddles to go through that 10-speed automatic transmission. This does have the optional heads-up display. And if you look at the instrumentation, check this out. So you actually have that feature where you could slide it over, and then you have a plethora of other information that you can go through that allows you to see all different kinds of settings and then put it back. Another thing is you have your traction control to shut off. It does have snow mode, which I don't know who the heck's gonna take this in the snow. And then on this side, watch this. You gotta see on the dash, it changes. Right now we're in normal, so I'm gonna go Sport and then Sport Plus. Really love the way it changes that whole tax setup for you. Of course, it's also going to adjust the parameters of how the car operates. But while we go ahead, I'm gonna try to get into the back seat and show you that it's virtually impossible, but we're gonna do it for you anyways. Let's go ahead and try out the back seat. All right, guys, I hope you're gonna put a comment in the comment section thanking me for doing this, because it's gonna be painful, I already know it. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead, 6 feet tall, Joe Rady from Rady's Rides, squeezing into the back. Okay, so as you can see, I'm gonna have to sit like this, and I'm still gonna be hunched over, but there's just not enough headroom for somebody this tall. You do have wonderful leather, and there's one of those massive speakers of the Mark Levinson sound system in here. Now I'm gonna really regret life. Yeah, no. As you can see, the seat, it came back. Once it felt my knees and it was pushing my knees into my torso, it stopped to relieve the pressure, but this is just no way to travel. I'm sitting in the business end. You could get in this back seat. Let's check out the trunk though and see what kind of space we have. All right, guys, with this being like a gentleman GT car, what kind of space do you have to be able to use this? Can you use this every single day? So we pop the trunk, and you'd be surprised just how much room that you have. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to put the tallest amount of things, but yes, you can convince your wife or husband, hey, I needed an LC500 so I could go get the groceries, because guess what? There's plenty of space back there. But let's go ahead, get to the best part of this LC500. Let's take it for a spin. All right, guys, we're in the LC500. We left our undisclosed location. I have it in manual mode because I really found that's where I'm having the most fun. I know that, and it really allows you to hear that V8 growl that comes from the back of the car. Watch the downshifts, really nice. I'm sure you're picking up that sound, and it has the perfect tone to it, which is really great. It's nothing overbearing. It's not meant to sound as loud as a ZR1 Corvette, but one thing the ZR1's not gonna have is this wonderful environment to sit in. And what I've noticed is, even with the seats having some higher bolstering on the sides, they're so comfortable. They really are. They're not pinching your pressure points, which is great, which that's gonna cause all that pain on that long trip. The metal paddles that are attached to the back of the steering wheel are easy to get to, no matter what position the steering wheel is in. Visibility out the front is great. And if you're worried, well, is that long hood in your way? No, you don't even see it really, to be honest with you. Back window, same thing. You would think it is slanted, it's hard to see. Visibility is awesome in this thing. And of course, you're gonna get all that Lexus safety tech, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, emergency assist, all that, braking assist and all that. Really works well. But here we go, on throttle, third gear. Really nice. The sound, I mean, it's smooth. It's so smooth. And I don't know how they were able to balance the sound of the engine and not let any other sound from outside get into the car. It really feels good. First gear, rolling out. Really nice. That tack is so easy to see. On the brakes, those massive calipers. Nice downshift, tip it in. Really smooth, on throttle. On the brakes. Through this right-left transition. Really nice. The thing is that this isn't a corner carver by any means, but it's so balanced, the way that they have the chassis set up, and with that optional rear steering, that's really what's helping getting around some of those bends. Here we go on this long right-hand bend here. Really just, look at this, steady throttle, little bit of body roll, but you know what, those meaty, there's 275s on the rear. Those Bridgestones are 275. So you're getting a nice footprint on the ground. Accelerate first gear. I love the way the ignition is cut out with every shift. It sounds like Lexus's old DPI car in the IMSA series. That's what it really sounds like. And really, that's how they developed that engine. Nice, naturally aspirated V8. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the brakes. Remember, this is no lightweight, but yet she still handles and brakes really well. Here we go, one last time. Feeling good. On the brakes, really nice. Downshift, tip it in, on throttle. Really loving it. On the brakes, nice. One downshift, tip it in. Steady throttle, full throttle, back on the brakes. Well done, Lexus, well done. That's all I can say. This thing, special car for the right person. If you're looking for a extreme track focused car that's gonna go and beat a Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR, you're barking up the wrong tree. But if you're looking for a car that has a body that's second to none, this interior that's second to none, and then of course the sound of that V8, this thing is awesome. What I asked Lexus, and I'm probably speaking on behalf of all of car enthusiasts, please make an LCF. I think that would make a lot of people, including yours truly, very happy, and I would love to bring that to Rady's Rides. But we are going to wrap this up and get back to that undisclosed location in a split second. All right, guys, it's been a wonderful time in this Lexus LC 500. I've been waiting for this for a while. I know you have been waiting for this one just as long, maybe even longer, but I definitely got to thank Corey and everybody at Lexus Corporate for allowing me access to this press fleet vehicle to bring to you. It really shows that Lexus has such a quality to it where it could develop something so elegant, but yet so aggressive at the same time. And I think you're getting a little bit of everything in this car. Is it a car to go beat a Corvette Z06? No, but boy, I'm telling you, driving it down the road, feeling that experience, being wrapped in those beautiful seats, it really is second to none. But if these are the types of things that you like to see on Ready's Rise, leave a comment in that comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Ready's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description. Takes you right to Spreadshirt. Get yourself some Ready's Rise merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee, Tom Moschner, getting this infrared all on camera just for you. Guess what? He's getting ready for the World Championships of Powerlifting, where he will have an opportunity to win a Lexus LC 500. So wish him luck, wish him well, and just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.